Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another video. Emerald Champion, once again. Now, before I jump into this, I have something behind me that I really do not want to spoil. It has its own videos, and they've all been recorded, which is all very nice and dandy. And yeah, it's just something that I think is really good. There's a lot surrounding that, a lot I need to say on it, but that's for its own time. So a lot has been changing with this. Some things are quite obvious. There is a lot I need to talk about that was happening off camera. But yeah, let's jump straight in. Now, as I'm recording this right now, I can't remember if this section was new or not. So the idea behind this is that it's a little area where you could walk in on the top. It was like the Polar Express, where they were at the front of the train, like basically in front of the face, which I thought was quite nice. So I thought, yeah, may as well have that. A couple of lights, of course. You need to make sure you can see where you're going during the night. And something that I thought, yeah, I think I need to take like a step backwards. So if I shuffle myself this way, here we go. 3 sets of wheels, gone. 2 sets of wheels now, in big boy fashion. Try and find a way to show all the wheels. Here we go. So it's, oh, pardon me. So it's 6 wheels there, 3 on each side, 4, 4, and 3. Now I think that looks a lot nicer, again because of the realism behind it. I did like the 3 sets of drive wheels, but at the same time I thought it's quite silly. So many trains that are made in Lego look so amazing because they actually have details that are on real trains. And I thought, yeah, I think I'm just gonna get rid of it now. There's not really much else I can do when it comes to other stuff. And that took from about 10 o'clock to 12, a good 2 hours or so. Had lunch straight after. Oh, it was so nice. Cheese toasties and all. It was amazing. Right, back to this. You've probably already seen as well, there's these things here. So, like on the, what's it called? The yellow train. Stephenson's Rocket, that's it. It has a little kind of piston thing. Let me use this one because it has more light. So yeah, it has this sort of thing, but it's angled upwards on the rocket. Of course, this is in front of it, and it does work, and it all works very nicely. It did take a while to try and find out the perfect kind of brick combination for it, because I wanted to try and have it where it was solid, facing downwards, which I can't actually do with it right now. But that caused the pistons to jam, and I thought, oh, I don't want that, of course. But I don't like the fact where it would kind of become a little flimsy, and this would maybe go like that. But thankfully it doesn't do that, so that's fine. But overall, I like it. And I hope you do too. Of course, when you look at the wheel set along the bottom, there's that small gap there. But I'm not worried about that. I do know that there are gaps in like the wheel set on some trains. But I'll work on getting that detail focused on in the future. Now if we move upwards to the boiler, I'm going to have to shuffle over again. God, this is like 2012. If you don't get that, then don't worry. If you want to know what I mean by this is like 2012, ask me in the comments. So along the boiler, as you can see as I slowly move this train along as well, it has 4 little sticky outy sections, whatever you want to call them. And that is because you used to have 3, now there's 4. I found a couple more of these rod pieces, I thought, yeah, means we'll use them. No point in not doing so. And again, it gives it more bulkiness. I think it looks really nice like this. And moving onwards to the cab, which I think looks so much nicer. Now the cab is now 8 studs wide. The one thing I thought to myself, oh, I don't like how people build with 8 studs wide, because I've always gone with the traditional 6 studs because it matches the track, and that's how I've always seen the Lego company actually make the trains as well. But I thought, nah, if I'm going to get more detail and make it look a lot nicer, I need to go 8 wide. And look at this! Oh my god, this looks amazing! Got new details at the back there, got a whistle, this little thing because I thought, sod it, why not? 3 people in there now, we've got a guy on that side. See if we can try and find them through. Yeah, you can rent, there's 2 guys there, you can see the guy under, can you see my finger? So there's a guy under that window, a guy there, and that dude. Cool. Very cool indeed. I was about to try and separate the tenders, but for being able to pull all the rolling stock I've got, I need to keep the magnets together because they're a bit naff. I think all of them are getting naff, so not too much of an issue. Let's move on to the tenders. There was a moment where I thought, I'll just probably go back to having one, but it looks so bad and I kind of miss having 2 tenders. So of course we have the crane still. Love this crane. It has the things in there, which is quite hard to see in there. It really was. And it still is a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, aim up a little bit. There we go. Coal along top. Doesn't really look too detailed. I have these like seat-shaped pieces, which I thought, I may as well try and use those, but yeah, it kind of works. So yeah, may as well. It used to be just a bunch of flat tiles. A bunch of these 2x4 ones were actually there. Then I replaced it with some coal-looking pieces, and it all works hunky-dory. Also, real quick, I've got a little arch piece going along the back of the cab, which I thought was quite nice. It's a little detailed piece. Struggling to see, I do apologise. But yeah, really nice. Has some different slopes going along. It goes down by 1 tile as well, which I think is quite cool. And the second tender is just there, really. I don't know what the purpose of a second tender is to be honest. I'm pretty sure one carries coal, the other carries like oil or something like that. But, you know, why not? 2 tenders. Awesomeness. And that is pretty much it. So, this is the odd thing now. So, I've been playing around with this train quite a bit. And there was a couple of models where it was different to this. So if anyone wants to know, since you've been making these videos and you've been titling them version fucking 2.0, 3.0, shit like that, what version is this? I would say, I need to shuffle back a little bit more. I would say 11, to be honest. 10 was, I don't know, would you say it might be 10 point something, but the boiler was the same, but that was only when I had 1 tender. I've made the tenders to be 2 separate ones, so that might be 10.1, or maybe even 10.2, because I've added more details on the cab and the boiler. Sure, let's go with 10.2. It's official. So, yeah, there we go. I didn't spoil what's behind me, which I'm so thankful for, but if you saw it in the reflections of the tenders, because the bricks are so shiny, then good on you. I'm not going to try and say what it is on the video, of course, because I want to wait for next week. But it's really nice. It's a project I've been working on for so long. I have had to get rid of a couple of other trains for this one to exist. A couple of them can be, well, I say a couple, 1 or 2, if I'm lucky, will be able to be put back together. Basically, the only trains I have now are the Emerald Champion, Stevenson's Rocket. I do have the Frisco Fe, which is a Santa Fe knockoff. Probably going to get a bunch of people going, how long have you had that? I've actually had it for quite a while, but nobody really cares for diesels, let's be honest. And I've got, can you hear that? A little bit of, that's me tapping on the tender of it right now. This brand new model right here. So, yeah, before I sign out, you might have seen a couple of other playlists being added. One of them is called The Greyhound. I'll leave it at that. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the Greyhound's reveal. Bye bye.